Most men expect age to announce itself. A slower walk, a softer body, a quiet loss of presence. That's why Michael Jai White at 57 doesn't just surprise people, he completely breaks the pattern. When you see him, you don't see a man maintaining, you see a man operating. Lean, dense, explosive, calm, the kind of physical confidence that usually disappears decades earlier. And when people hear his age, the reaction is always the same: disbelief. Then the inevitable question. How does someone at 57 look and move like he's still 29? The answer isn't genetics, and it isn't Hollywood magic. It's a system. One built deliberately over a lifetime of martial arts discipline and respect for the body. Michael Jai White didn't stumble into longevity. He engineered it by understanding one brutal truth early: the body never lies, it adapts to what you repeatedly ask of it. Ask it for chaos, it breaks down. Ask it for structure, it gets stronger. His anti-aging routine isn't flashy, it's precise, and precision is what lasts. Michael has trained since childhood, not just lifting weights but mastering movement. Martial arts taught him something most people never learn: power without control is useless, strength without mobility is temporary. That philosophy shaped everything he does today. He doesn't train to look good in the mirror. He trains to be dangerous in motion. And bodies trained for function age very differently than bodies trained for appearance. His day starts with intention. He doesn't wake up and immediately flood his system with stimulation. No frantic rush, no junk fuel. He eases his body into movement, mobility first, joint prep, light activation. He understands that how you start your day sets the tone for your nervous system. Shock the system every morning and you age faster. Prepare it and you stay resilient. His workouts are layered. Strength, conditioning, and martial arts flow together instead of competing. Heavy lifts are controlled, never reckless. Bodyweight movements keep coordination sharp. Striking, kicking, and footwork keep reaction time alive. This variety isn't random, it keeps his nervous system adaptable. Adaptability is one of the strongest predictors of longevity. When the body stops adapting, it starts aging fast. Michael refuses to let that happen. Diet plays an equally important role. He doesn't eat emotionally, he eats strategically. Protein is consistent but clean. Lean meats, fish, eggs, enough to preserve muscle, not so much that digestion suffers. Muscle is insurance against aging, but only when it's supported by recovery. Vegetables dominate his meals. Not as a side, but as a foundation. Greens, cruciferous vegetables, colorful plants. These reduce inflammation, support digestion, and protect joints. Inflammation is silent aging. Michael attacks it daily with food choices instead of medication. Carbohydrates are chosen, not avoided. He uses slow-digesting sources that fuel training without spiking blood sugar. Sweet potatoes, oats, whole grains in moderation. Stable energy keeps hormones balanced and prevents crashes that age the system. Sugar is limited aggressively. He understands that refined sugar inflames joints, dulls cognition, and destroys skin quality. Avoiding it keeps his energy clean and his recovery fast. Healthy fats support hormones and joint health. Nuts, oils, fatty fish, these aren't extras, they're necessities for a body that trains hard year after year. Hydration is constant. Water isn't optional. It keeps tissues elastic, joints lubricated, and focus sharp. Dehydration stiffens the body and accelerates decline. Michael stays ahead of it. Recovery is treated as training. Sleep is protected. Late nights are rare. He knows that muscle repair, hormone balance, and nervous system reset all happen when you're asleep. Skip sleep and you steal from tomorrow's performance. Stress management is another hidden pillar. Michael doesn't live in constant urgency. Even with a demanding career, he creates space. Breathing, mental focus, presence. Chronic stress ages you faster than almost anything. Cortisol breaks down muscle and stores fat. He keeps it in check through discipline and awareness. His mindset around aging is what truly sets him apart. He doesn't see age as a limitation. He sees it as a call for precision. Less ego, more awareness, better recovery, smarter training. That adaptability keeps him progressing while others plateau. He doesn't chase youth, he preserves function, and function reads as youth. When people say he looks 29, what they're really noticing is control, calm strength, efficient movement, no wasted motion, no brittleness. His body looks ready, not worn. That's not accidental. It's the result of decades of alignment between training, nutrition, recovery, and mindset. Michael Jai White didn't find an anti-aging trick. He removed what ages people prematurely and doubled down on what builds resilience. See, that's why at 57 he doesn't look like he's fighting time. He looks like he trained for it. What most people fail to understand about Michael Jai White is that his youth isn't preserved by intensity, it's preserved by intelligence. He reached a level early in life where he understood that the body is a system, not a machine you can endlessly push. Machines break when abused. Systems adapt when respected. That insight shaped everything that followed. While others chased size or shortcuts, Michael focused on longevity through mastery. Mastery of movement, mastery of recovery, mastery of restraint. His training volume today is purposeful. He trains often but never recklessly. Sessions are challenging yet controlled. He stops before fatigue erodes technique. That single decision protects joints, tendons, and the nervous system. Over decades, that protection compounds into resilience. That's why at 57 his body still responds. His joints don't ache constantly. His movement isn't guarded. He doesn't warm up just to survive the session. He warms up to perform. Warm-ups are non-negotiable. Mobility drills, joint rotations, light activation. These aren't filler, they're preparation. Cold muscles tear, prepared muscles adapt. Michael never skips that step because he knows injury is rarely about bad luck. It's about poor preparation. Martial arts remain a core pillar: striking, footwork, balance, timing. These skills demand coordination, reaction, and awareness. They keep the brain engaged as much as the body. That brain-body connection is critical for aging well. When coordination fades, injuries rise. Michael keeps coordination sharp through constant skill practice. That's why his movement stays fluid instead of stiff. Strength training supports that foundation, not the other way around. Lifting is functional, compound movements, full ranges of motion, controlled tempos, no ego lifting. He trains strength to support movement, not replace it. That distinction keeps muscle usable instead of ornamental. Ornamental muscle fades fast, functional muscle lasts. Nutrition continues to reinforce this system. Michael eats enough to recover, never so much that he feels heavy. Portion control is instinctive. He understands that overeating taxes digestion and steals energy from recovery. Digestion becomes less efficient with age. Respecting that reality keeps inflammation low. His meals are simple and repeatable. Consistency beats novelty. Protein remains steady. Vegetables remain abundant. Carbs are adjusted to activity level. Fats are used to support hormones. Nothing is random. Hydration is maintained throughout the day, not just around workouts. Water keeps connective tissue pliable and joints lubricated. Dehydration stiffens everything. Stiffness is the enemy of longevity. Michael avoids it proactively. Supplements are minimal and supportive. He doesn't rely on powders to compensate for poor habits. Supplements enhance a strong foundation, they don't create one. Sleep anchors the entire routine. Michael protects it fiercely. Nights are quiet, screens are limited. Sleep is when the body rebuilds. Skip it and everything suffers. Hormones drop, recovery stalls, inflammation rises. Michael knows this because he's lived long enough to feel the difference. Stress is managed deliberately. He doesn't glorify grind culture. Chronic stress erodes health faster than missed workouts. He trains hard, but he lives calmly. Breathing practices, focus, and mental discipline keep his nervous system balanced. Balance preserves youth. Chaos accelerates aging. His mindset around aging is grounded in reality. He doesn't deny it, he prepares for it. Preparation is the difference between fear and confidence. Michael prepares his body daily so aging never surprises him. He adapts volume, he adjusts intensity. He listens instead of ignoring signals. Pain isn't something to power through blindly. It's information. He uses that information to refine his approach. That refinement is why his body still looks and feels young. People often ask about motivation. Michael doesn't rely on it. Motivation fluctuates, discipline doesn't. His habits are automated, training is scheduled, meals are predictable, sleep is protected. When habits run on autopilot, results accumulate quietly. That quiet accumulation is what people see as looking 29. It's not magic, it's momentum built over decades. His posture tells the story: upright, relaxed, balanced. Posture reflects confidence in the body. People who hurt slouch, people who feel capable stand tall. Michael stands tall because his body supports him instead of betraying him. That support is earned. Every smart decision reinforced it. Every avoided shortcut preserved it. He didn't wait until middle age to care. He cared from the beginning. That early investment pays the highest interest. Michael Jai White's anti-aging routine isn't about vanity, it's about sovereignty of the body, the ability to move without fear, to train without pain, to live without constant negotiation with limitations. That sovereignty is what most people really want when they say they want to look young. Youth is freedom. Freedom comes from capability. Capability comes from systems that respect the body over the long term. Michael built those systems and refined them relentlessly. That's why at 57 he doesn't look like he's resisting time. He looks like he planned for it. And that's the real lesson. Aging rewards those who prepare early and punishes those who postpone responsibility. Michael chose preparation, and his body reflects that choice in every movement he makes.